Hello viewers, I'm Inside in NLTV. Mo ase chumongla pom apni kan nimide ekta update ani dibo. Department of School Education Principal Director Sashang Pratap Singh ba Smile app implement hua upor zaruri kotha khan koise. Teacher status ke attendance monitoring system bra sai aro 15,000 upor teachers to joa 4 mahina bra attendance mark kura nai aro 150 bra upor institute bra attendance mark nokurigna 0% thakise koise. Edukan IB reporter Grace report is Sailobo.
Department of School Education Samagra Shiksha Khandora aji 2 days workshop awareness lui jawole ase capital convention Kohima de aro etula awareness de ta khan for the district officials aro tight khan karni lui jawole ase to discuss on various issues on 5th chief secretaries conference for state educators for education sector de lui jawole ase aro etula conference de ta khan various issues kan kinaga school kan improve koriwo school ecosystem hobi aro quality education hobi takhan etu opor de discuss korula ase aro etula conference de smile app went live on February month this year de takhan went live kurija opor de making mandatory for all the employees to mark their attendance using these apps lagabi highlight korula ase aro takhan tada provide kora and sub out of 2002 schools and establishment, 132 schools and 5 establishment kanto above 80% attendance mark kuishe aro. However, 27 schools have not marked any attendance and 1,525 teachers and employees have not marked attendance even once during the same period. Update kuishe and 1,071 numbers of schools and establishment kanto below 50 attendance thagishe bi highlight korise etu opor de department khambra closely monitor kore ase aro department khambra bi teachers can encourage kore ase to make use of the apps marking their attendance to make the quality education in the state of Nagaland. To ahibi etu opor de report details awa.
We talk about Viksit Bharat, and there comes in a developed Nagaland. And to have a developed Nagaland, the human capital is one of the pillars. And therein, education is one of the critical pillars for the human resource development. Quality education is the foundation for building the human capital. And herein comes in our role as education managers, as teachers, as policy makers in the school education ecosystem. As officers here in the directorate, in the secretariat, in the mission, in the district, in the blocks, in the schools, are we nurturing our future, the future of the state, or are we killing them? That is one question I would like to pose to all of you when we talk about Viksit Nagaland, Viksit Bharat. We all have a very important role to play. No one should be underestimating ourselves, yourself. We have been placed in this position for a purpose. You have chosen to be in the school education department. It's a choice for many of you. It's your personal choice to be in the school education department for many of you. So if it's a chosen profession, are we getting that satisfaction by delivering or not? That is what I want to pose to all of us.
There are 2 specific tasks that the department officials has to comply or fulfill within the timeline for this very important, extremely critical exercise. Now, why this is important? This is important because now as field officers, many of us have been involved in the field from classroom to different capacities in the department for 20 years, 15 years, some of us 25 years, and some perhaps even more than 30 years. So now, this long experience that you have had in the department, from your experience, your suggestion matters. Now, many a times, all of us, in the WhatsApp group, in social media, in conversation, we are all critics. As educators, as teachers, as educational administrators, we all have reflective thoughts on how to improve our system. But those reflective thoughts and suggestions that we usually share in the social media platform or a conversation with colleagues often do not translate in the policy decision. But this is the opportunity that is given to all of us now that through this exercise, your valuable suggestions is sought. What you are saying, the suggestions, the viewpoints, way forward solutions that you will share matters now.
1,500 odd numbers of teachers have not marked attendance even once in last 4 months, and more than 150 institutes have not marked their attendance. Their attendance is marked as 0. We have total 49 establishments in the districts. Out of total 49, let me mention first the silver lining. The office of D.O. Mokokchung, D.O. Mon, Senior S.D.O. Mon, D.O. Twensang, and S.D.O. Bhandari. They have consistently marked their attendance more than 75%. So it's a good data, I would like to say, but still you have scope to improve. It should reach at least somewhere 90 or north of 90. So out of total 49 establishment in districts, 34 establishment has marked less than 50% attendance. It's almost 2/3. So 2/3 of the establishment in the districts have marked their attendance less than 50% in last 4 months. 17 out of 49, 17 has marked less than 10% attendance. Almost 20%. And 10 establishment has marked almost 0% attendance. Out of 49, 10 establishment has marked attendance almost 0%. 0% means less than 1%, some they have marked 0.5%, some they have marked 0.3%. Less than 1% are considering almost 0%. So around 20% out of 49, 10. So 20% establishment has marked their attendance almost 0%. In last 3 months, I have observed that many representation, starting from the teachers, from the staff, from the SMC and SMDCs, from the student union, from the village council, and from n numbers of quarters, they usually come to my office to meet me personally and submit the representation without having any endorsement from the office of DU and senior SDUs, which is a clear violation of the protocol. And when I inquired with them why you are not going to DU office, they every time mention that they don't stay in the stations. I am sure in majority of the cases it might be false also. I believe that my DUs and SDUs stay in the station, but just because they don't make people feel their presence, they come to the DOSC to submit their representation without having any endorsement from the concerned district establishment in charge. So I request all of you that you stay in the station. I believe that you all stay in this station in place of posting, but when you are staying there, let people feel your presence also. The second observation is regarding land verification report from the districts. many applicants come to the office and they apply for the job of MTS grade 4 on the basis of land ownership. In few cases, I have observed that the land verification has been conducted by the SDU or the senior SDU. I would like to sensitize all of you that land administration is completely under district administration. An SDU or senior SDU cannot chair or cannot hold an land verification committee meeting. It has to be convened by the area administrative officer. In that meeting, SDU or senior SDU can be part of that meeting. He or she may append his signature also, but it has to be chaired by the area administrative officer in presence of the SDU or senior SDU or DU and SMC, SMDC and all the stakeholders. And then this land verification report has to be forwarded by the office of concerned admin officer to the district commissioner office, and then district commissioner office shall forward to the DOC. This is the procedure. Third observation is regarding PM question meetings, inclusion of PM question in Disha meetings. PM question has not been discussed in any of the Disha meeting in Nagaland. So I am sure in Disha committee in the districts, DU is also member of the Disha committee. All the DUs and senior SDU has to be close touch with all the DCs, and you should insist to all the deputy commissioner, to the respective deputy commissioner, to include the agenda of PM questions in every Disha meeting. Recently, I came across that our honorable MPs, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, they visited two districts and they conducted Disha meeting. So I personally talked to few DCs and somehow we could able to include the PM question agenda in the Disha meetings. But I would like to remind all of you that it is the DU responsibility, it is the responsibility of DUs to get in touch with the DCs and insist to be that the PM question, implementation of PM question has to be part of Disha meeting. The fourth issue I would like to focus here, the convergence with health department, particularly the RBSK, Rashtriya Bal Swasthya Karyakram, and distribution of iron and folic acid tablets, and other related issues where we have convergence with the health department. Let me include another agenda here where we have convergence with the social welfare department also. So I am sure all DOs are member of the committees who are looking after these issues. So again, you have to be in close touch with the deputy commissioner. You have to be in close touch with the head of the offices of health department and social welfare department, and you have to coordinate with this department for the streamlined implementation of the schemes where we have convergence with the health and social welfare. Somehow if it's not materializing, we have to escalate this issue with the respective DCs, and DCs should intervene. And if you are not getting cooperation from any district, so you feel free to visit my office, or even you can call me, you can WhatsApp me. I will speak on behalf of all of you. But ultimately, since you are at the ground, you have to be active. I had mentioned earlier, you have to make people feel your presence in the districts.
Ita nimite mani world national news updates by Thekule Side Nagaland TV.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube and Twitter.